Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at this Seiko Solar SNE571P1. This is not my first Seiko Solar watch. In fact, I have a Seiko Solar watch back in the year 2012, and that is this SNE571P1. But the battery died. I replaced the battery with a new rechargeable battery and it could not charge up the battery. It's either I got a bad replacement battery or the charging circuit died out. This one is a field watch and it has the caliber V158. After that, I got myself another Seiko Solar watch. This time it's a Seiko Solar, I would say a solar chronograph watch with alarm function. So you see, Seiko has been making a couple of Seiko Solar watches for, I don't know, maybe the past decade or so, but somehow they are not as popular as those Eco Drive series made by Citizen. Alright, so this video, it's about this watch. So this will be my third Seiko Solar watch, if you will, and it's my first dive watch or first solar dive watch. So let's start off with some case measurement. The watch has a case diameter of 38.6 millimeters when I measured across the bezel. If you see here, the bezel juts out ever so slightly from the case, and on Seiko's website, they are calling this a 38.5 millimeters watch. The watch has a lug-to-lug distance of 46.4 millimeters. It has a thickness of 11 millimeters and it has a standard 20 millimeters lug width. The watch comes with a standard unidirectional dive style bezel, and it has a very unique color on the bezel insert. The bezel action is also slightly different from some of the Seiko Prospex diver that I have. This one feels a little tight, and I would say it feels less teeny or less hollowy if I were to compare to, say, my mini turtle. And the beauty of this is that it lines up, I would say it lines up perfectly here. I'm not sure, maybe if I'm just lucky, but I think it lines up rather perfectly here. Another interesting feature of this watch is the bezel insert. It has sort of like a copper tone or brownish bezel insert, and it has a track-like texture on the bezel insert. Not sure if it's showing up here. Let's pull a little closer. Okay, hopefully it's showing up here. And that groove features on the bezel insert somehow gives the bezel insert a faded look or a faded appearance under a certain angle or a certain lighting condition. So as you can see, if I were to move the watch around, the bezel will change from a darker brown color to an almost faded light brown color. So that's I think the grooves on that bezel insert help with this kind of appearance. The case finishing is rather simple here. It has longitudinal brushing on the top and not circular like some other Prospex dive watch. The sides are also brushed, and it has two high polish chamfers running across the case. It has a screw down crown flanked by two protruding crown guards. The crown, as with most Seiko Prospex dive watches, is unsigned. It has drill lugs, which makes swapping out the bracelet rather easy here. The watch has a brown glossy dial. Under the right lighting condition, you can see that there are 4 solar panels under it. I'm not sure if I can show it here, but I'm not sure. You can see there are 4 segments or 4, let me try to shine the light. I'm not sure, hopefully it's showing up because I'm just looking through a small screen here. But if you can see, there are 4 solar panels on each quarter of the dial. So it's like a pie that is cut into 4. The hour markers are printed and they have this dark border around them. They are filled with Seiko excellent proprietary Lumi-Bright Lume compound. The same goes for the handset. So far, I think the second hand on this piece hits all the minute markers quite accurately. I'm not sure if it's this one alone or somehow Seiko paid more attention to Prospex watches. Powering the watch is a Seiko V147 solar quartz movement. It has a rated accuracy of ±15 seconds per day. In this movement, we have solar panels under the dial that stores up the sun energy in a rechargeable battery. If left in total darkness, it should last about 10 months on a fully charged battery. The watch has a screw-down case back ensuring 200 meters of water resistance. Yep, this is an ISO certified dive watch. We have the typical wave logo as on all Seiko dive watches and the very typical laser etched text on the case back. The bracelet is not bad overall other than the hollow and links. In my first look video of this watch, I showed that the bracelet and the clasp is exactly the same as on the Mini Turtle. It has solid links and all the removable links are held by pins and collars, and it comes with a pressed metal clasp, and there is also a dive extension. Oops, stuck. Alright, so here. So it's still a pressed metal dive extension, but it's there if you want to use it. Okay, I think I forgot to mention that this watch also comes with a sapphire crystal and not a hard lex crystal. So I have, I follow the trend of a lot of YouTubers here. They have this, diamond selector. And yeah, the idea is for me to set this to like maybe 2 or 3 and make sure that the ready lamp is on. Then I just touch that crystal with the pin here and hopefully it will go up to, Alright, so you can see it's a sapphire crystal. Okay, so yeah, I'm just trying to follow the trend here. So yeah, I think it's a added advantage for this watch to come with the sapphire crystal, but somehow I think the lack of anti-reflective coating makes this sometimes a little reflective, because sapphire has it's more reflective than normal mineral glass here, and without any anti-reflective coating sometimes it can be a little reflective. Alright, so this is how the watch look on my 6-inch or 15.2 centimeters wrist. Don't let the dimensions fool you. The watch will not look too big and too small across different wrist sizes. The restrained 38mm still makes this a slightly smaller watch, but the longer 46.4mm lug-to-lug distance does not make it too small. It is also not overly long on my small wrist. On the overall, I think it wears really great on different wrist sizes here. Okay, so this is how the watch looked like when it is dark. As you can see, the lume is pretty great here. We have a lume pin at the 12 o'clock position of the dive time bezel, and the lume on the hour markers, and the hands, they are just great here. So as what we can expect from Seiko Lumi-Bright Lume compound. All in all, I think this is a really fantastic piece. First of all, I like the colorway. When Seiko first introduced this lineup, I think the model that they are pushing is the Paddy version that comes with the black and blue color combination. But I somehow rather like this brown or copper tone kind of color combination better. There is also like a blue or purplish kind of color, but I think I gravitated to this somehow. I just don't know why. So if you're looking for a dive watch, a go anywhere, do anything dive watch, this is a good option. And if you have several watches in rotation and you want a piece that you can just grab and go because you don't have to worry about the automatic power reserve dying off and whatnot. So this is a great alternative, And if you're worried, like if it's a quartz and then you have to replace the battery every 2 to 3 years, and that might, you know, wear off the seal, that might also, you know, make this ISO rated watch non-ISO rated if you continue to change the battery and you do not replace the seal. Well, not to worry, because this is a solar watch, and I think the rechargeable battery inside should last you, I don't know, somewhere between 8 to 10 years. So yeah, you will only need to, you know, change a battery every 8 to 10 years, or maybe shorter than that. But I think if you were to compare with the servicing life of or the service interval of an automatic mechanical movement, I think they are more or less the same. So yeah, no worries of, you know, wearing off the rubber seal that can jeopardize the water resistance of the watch here. So yeah, I think this is a great alternative if you are looking for a non-mechanical dive watch, and if you are not into quartz. Well, this is still a quartz, it's still powered by a quartz, it's just that it has a solar panel and it's powered by the sun, which is cool. Alright, I guess that's all for this video. If you're new to the channel, please help to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me a lot, and you can also follow me on my Instagram at gfw_watch for more watch pictures. Till then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.